Hey YouTubers, quick review here for the limited 10 brass Magwell from Speed Shooter Specialties for the Smith & Wesson M&P series. Okay, so after ordering the limited 10 brass Magwell from Speed Shooter Specialties, which is going to run you about $89 plus shipping depending on where you're located, you're going to get three parts. You're going to get the brass Magwell itself, you're going to get a screw with an O-ring on it to help keep it tight in place, and you're going to get a new retention pin for the back strap and the Magwell as well. The reason I keep saying that it's the limited 10 is because Speed Shooter Specialties offers 3 different varieties of these, each one being a different size and how much funneling you're going to see in them. The limited, being the largest one, is going to be slightly bigger than this, probably by about a quarter inch approximately. This is the limited 10, which is going to be the medium sized, and then they have the ESP, which is going to be significantly smaller, and I believe it fits IDPA regulations. Okay, installation is really simple. What you're going to do is remove your factory grip retaining pin, go ahead and give it a twist and pull it out. Then what you're going to do is install your new pin from Speed Shooter Specialties, and what you're going to do is there is a flat section right here. That flat section is going to be inside towards the magwell, so the rounded outside edge will be on the back side where the strap is. It does have a notch on it just like the factory one, so you will need to put it in there sideways. Once you get it all the way in there, it is pretty small, so you may need a crescent wrench to go ahead and give it the twist that's going to lock it in. So make sure you set it up nice and straight so that it lines up with the magazine well right there. It does make the difference. All right, straight enough. Now, on the bottom of your pistol frame, you're going to have a little lip that overhangs down here. The front of the magwell is going to go on first onto this overhang. So if you've done any crazy trick stippling where you got rid of that, you no longer have the privilege of running one of these. Sorry. So, moving on, you're going to go ahead and seat the front into it because this is beveled right here. It will accept it. You'll seat that front section in first, and it's going to be a really tight fit to slide this up on there, so you'll need to give it a little bit of force. Once it's on, it's pretty much there. What you're going to do then is you're going to take your set screw. It is on an angle. Don't try to set it in there perfectly straight to the pistol itself. It is on a little bit of an angle. So what I do is I'll spin it backwards until I feel the thread drop, and then you can go ahead and tighten it in using an Allen wrench. And that is pretty much the complete install right there with the O-ring on this screw. It's going to help keep it retained in there, but I mean, I would definitely suggest it's not something you're going to really remove that often. Putting a little bit of Loctite on it just for peace of mind. The last thing you want to do is lose your magwell during a match or something like that. So this thing's completely installed. It's rock solid. You can give it a pull. It's not going to come off at all. I mean, I've been running it for 8 months and I've never had to think about it after I've installed it. So I'm really happy with it. The reason why I chose brass being the heaviest was because the M&P series has a polymer frame which is really light, so most of the weight is on top of the gun. Adding some extra weight to the bottom end of your gun is going to help you reduce some of that recoil. So that's why a lot of guys will put the brass magwell in or the tungsten guide rod up in the front to help keep the gun down and level when you're actually shooting rapid fire and continuous cycling of the gun. Okay, so use of the Speed Shooter Specialties magwells does require some sort of base pad extensions, whether it be their small ESP ones or the Terran Tactical, Springer Precision, or Taylor Freelance will work. The ones that I know of that do not work with this magwell are the Arredondo extensions. They don't fit, they don't clear, it won't lock in. So you're going to need to run some of the previously stated magwell or base pad extensions. Here's what a Terran Tactical is going to look like right inside of there. Nice, plenty of extra room for when you're seating it. You can roll your hand right back up into it. I like it, don't have any issues with it. Most of my magazines all have the Terran base pads on them. However, I did have some other ones that did not have Terran base pads on them. And what I did was I trimmed them down just with the Dremel, you know, the fucking gunsmith's enemy, and was able to get them to clear in to and fit. So it'll lock in. However, if you notice, it is a little bit shorter than the Magwell itself. So obviously you're not going to be doing any crazy reloading with it, but you are able to use one if you needed to. I can get them to see it with one hand. However, I do have to roll my palm into it a little bit. It takes a little bit more thought when you're doing it, but it can be done. I would suggest using the extension pads. This just would be a temporary thing if you were waiting to buy some more for the rest of your magazines. So other than that, it's a great product. I'm very happy with it. All right, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a good one.